Howdy guys, I'm F08, your favorite Wolf Hero enthusiast, and welcome back to Fire Emblem The Lonely Mirror. This is an FE8 hack made by Caladrius, and today is time for Chapter 19, Hearts of Grey. Now, this is going to be a very fun chapter. We're going to be getting some very interesting things. I don't want to spoil too much, so we'll just get right into it. But if you've watched previous episodes in this series, you may have some sort of a hint as to why I'm so excited for this chapter. We're going to be getting something very fun. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now for the story. Oh, it's Leah's mom and Devante. Oh, the Proclaimers seem to have all of the nobles right under their grasp. Mother, how long has it been? Far too long, Devante. I suppose time is a funny thing at that. We have secured Juber's drum, just like you wanted. Oh, like she wanted. And at what cost? There are monsters rampaging throughout my kingdom. This is in direct violation of our code. We are in the 11th hour, Mother. Mother, is our... That's... okay. Wouldn't you say our code could be a little... could be bent a little? You were a brilliant student of mine, okay. But even still, I'd expect you to learn something from your past failure. The war caused by Granry was inadvertent, but we still achieved our goal. The harp is becoming pure thanks to my efforts. I thought you'd be proud, Mother. And what if I had perished in the war you started? Who'd be proud of you then? Well, that would have been unfortunate. However, even you would understand that our cause is far more important than an individual member. Or perhaps your daughter has made you soft. There may be some truth in that. She does lack the mark of Argon. Huh. But for some reason, Majestra chose her. What? Speaking of, I thought Majestra was supposed to be the key to lead his flutes. Huh, so the king was holding on to it. Did the king know that... Did she marry the king because of this? Huh, and I've heard rumor that you haven't made any progress. I'm afraid it's true. The gate before you remains closed. My daughter tested Majestra on the gates, and while it reacted to Argon's sacred relic, it wasn't enough to open it. Okay. Where's Majestra now? It's safe, I see. Unfortunately, I'm at a loss. The gates are supposed to weaken at the world's end. Perhaps we have more time than expected? Huh. No, we're on the brink. How can you not feel the malevolence? It's everywhere. That's alarming. I have never felt any malevolence coming from this gate. In fact, there is something I wanted to ask you. About your aura, it's dimmer than I remember. Has something happened? Pay no mind, Mother. I believe your work on purifying the heart may have caused this side effect. It's too risky for you to hang on to the drum, too. Please, allow me to share your burden. I'm not going to do that. Devante, be reasonable. Someday I will make you proud, Mother. Devante, this is goodbye. What? Huh. Okay, that's, interesting. That's very interesting. Well, here's a surprise. There's no end in sight to these monsters. What in the world could have happened in Berga? I know, but we must do what we can for now. Yeah, as you can see here, we have Leah, and there's also Brett here. I must protest, Princess. Much of our forces have already suffered a heavy blow. And at what point do we have to use the remaining forces we have to help evacuate these villages? We will stand strong, Brett. I suspect that we will have help coming from the east. From Berga, the focal point of this disaster? Surely you can't mean. I do. If the White Lions are following Devante, as my mother suspects, they will be here soon. So is she a traitor or not? Maybe she was at the start, but she's, like, flipped her stance or something? Forgive me, but those are big assumptions, Princess. We can't base our strategy on an ideal scenario. Your concern is noted, but I am not ready to give up just yet. We will ride the storm out a little longer. There's Catherine. Catherine? How are they wounded? It's not good, I'm afraid. I've healed up any minor injuries, but the town guard is hurting. At this point, calling a retreat would mean abandoning these villages. Then where all these people have right now? Brett, back me up. We're taking them out. Catherine? Consider it done, milady. Virgil, Grant, stay strong out there. Yeah, and then they also have a green unit. Oh, yeah, there he is. It's Grant. Hey, Virgil. What is it now? Nothing. Just checking to make sure you're still alive. Please, I haven't even broken a sweat. Good, and keep it that way, buddy. I'd hate to see you dying on me. Just focus on the task at hand. I'll cover my blind spots. Hey, Virgil. Are we grabbing dinner later? Rats, ignored again. Dang. But it's good to see those two back. What's going on here? It's like all the monsters have massed right here. Well, the monsters do seem to have a thirst for blood. Maybe this area is heavily populated. Did the monsters from Damask make it out all the way here? That's the most likely answer. I doubt Devante has time to strategically use one of the instruments in this chaos, right? Then again, he's been very rash in his decision-making lately. I don't know Devante, but his goal is to save Arumas. I mean, that's the goal of the Proclaimers, right? I don't know, his vision is hazy to me. How is this saving Arumas? The man has no vision boon. The instruments are tools that invite chaos, so Devante must be chaos itself. Huh. It's as simple as that. No wonder Lyle ran. That makes sense. Yeah, that's probably the case. Well, leave it to us to clean up his mess. Let's get to work. Devante's vision is hazy, Queenie. But why am I not blind to it? You must feel it then, the shift in the air. What does it mean? It's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, that sounds about right. It is only going to get worse from here. However, we do have a very fun map ahead of us. As you have, well, as you've seen, this map is rather large, but we also have, a watchman. A village watchman who defends Amatona's towns, right? Oh, 20 con. Okay, so you can't rescue them. Makes sense, makes sense. Anyway, regardless of that, we have, some interesting circumstances in front of us. Here we have Virgil returning. Oh, he has a Master Seal. Cool. He might need that. Grant's. Oh, yes, it's Grant. He still has his 4 speed, just where I left him. And then it looks like Leah's playable from the start. She's going to be very good. I don't know if she can promote, but if she can, then I'm going to promote her as soon as I have the opportunity. Of course, here's Brett, Fire Mage. He's alright. I didn't use him that much. And then Catherine, she's still super good. I'm going to promote her and use her again for sure. She's more or less the best healer that I've ever had, so there's no way I can bench her. That said, it's going to be really hard to decide how I'm going to tackle this, because there are 4 units here that I very clearly want to use. I'm sorry, Brett, but I mean, you're going to be benched. We'll use you for this chapter, but you're going to be benched for sure. Anyway, I'm going to have to do my preparations, so I'll be right back. Okay, quick cut in. I've got some stat boosters that I want to use. I decided I'm going to use the Talisman on, Zersha. That way it kind of makes her a better dual tank, and hopefully, you know, hopefully she can make use of the hand axe and the floret just a little bit better by being able to take on mages. I considered giving it to Boone since his res is super low, but I don't feel like it's going to matter that much. I figured I would just get Zersha more on par in terms of res. I'm also going to give her one of the goddess icons, and that way every stat of hers is at least over 10. Isn't that glorious? Yeah, Zersha's gonna be, she's very, I guess I would say average. She's got like good stats and everything, but nothing outstanding except for skill. And then I'm also gonna give Wanda an angelic robe, because I feel like she's not enough that it warrants that she needs some extra HP. I don't know. But that's all that I know of for now. So I'm gonna make another cut while I finish preparations, and I'll be right back. Okay, another fast cut in here. So it looks like Wanda's getting more stat boosters. I'm going to be giving her the good ones, though. She's getting the boots. It raises movement by 1 in this game. And then she's going to also be getting the Dream Catch, which is effectively like the Aphis drops, or the Metz's Tome of this game. Maturity increased. Yep. It all goes to Wanda. Wanda, best girl. Wanda, best girl. That said, I think my preparations are mostly complete. I probably won't have to cut out again. I just have to grab her some weaponry. Grab the Flame Lance. Oh, she's already got her Flame Lance. What else should she have? Javelin, for sure, Javelin. There we go, there we go. Now, one thing that I was able to do was actually affect Leah. Like, I was able to give her more weaponry, and that's kind of funny. I gave her the Sonic Sword, so she can hopefully take out this guy. I don't know if that's effective against them, because I know that monsters are a little bit iffy now and then when it comes to effectiveness. But yeah, we have a very strong map ahead of us. Very, very fun one by the look of things. Let's see, I do want to send Parvati this way. I'm also going to send Joseph that way. Probably have all my flyers go that way and all my cavaliers go this way. I think that works out. Winifred can go along with those guys because supports. I did very unfortunately have to bench Miles for this chapter. I didn't want to, but I kind of had to. The deployment is getting kind of crazy limited. Well, it's not that it's limited, it's that I like so many units. It's just hard to decide. But anyway, let's get into it. It's time to make our move. Lady, if you intend to protect the villages, you might want to use better equipments. Please take this. It may not be Magistra, but it will hopefully do the job. Thank you, Catherine. Oh, okay, a light brand. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, in that case, I might send this back. Maybe I'll hold on to it. Maybe I'll just keep it. We'll send back the Vulnerary. We probably won't need it since we have stuff up there. Okay. If a watchman falls in battle, a village will be destroyed. You must protect at least 3 watchmen and survive 9 turns. Okay, that is a very interesting mission objective. Protect the watchman. Okay, and then the villages, as I said, will fall if a watchman dies. There are 3 watchmen. Okay, so if one dies, this village is destroyed. Ooh, we're gonna have to save this one. Oh, he has an axe reaver. Okay. Okay, he might be safer than I anticipated. How about this one? Okay, they've got some healing items too. Oh, and we get these guys to start off too. Okay, very cool, very cool. Yeah, here's Virgil again. Their growth rates haven't changed or anything, but I'll still show them off a little bit in case you've forgotten them in the time they've been away. Virgil, an Axe Knight. It's a unit that I very much missed having, but one that I don't know if I'm going to be able to deploy simply due to lack of deployments. And also his speed isn't quite up to par, or skill, or res, or luck. But I mean, he's a cool guy. I like Virgil. He's pretty cool, and he looks cool with the new haircut, or with like the longer hair. But of course, Grant's he grew his hair out some too, and it makes me very happy. Grant, an armored knight of Amazona. He's boastful and dependable. He is very dependable. I'm still very tempted to use him. It's still a matter of deployments. Then we have Catherine. I have to find a spot for Catherine. She's just too good not to use. I might try to get her down here and just use the Master Seal on her. Now that we gave her the Dream Catch, we're gonna try to get her to level 20. So it might be a bit before she gets like any meaningful before she's able to promote, I guess. Anyway, let's see if we can weaken this guy up enough to kill with Wanda. We should be able to with the help of the Flame Lance. Yeah, there we go. Cavalry, move out. Okay, cool. Wanda will also become a Templar, most likely. The other class option is cool and all, but I would like the extra healing. I mean, I guess we're also going to have healing in the form of Catherine, but once again, it's almost impossible to determine who I want to deploy at all times. Please hit. Alright, cool. Stab him through the tail. But hopefully we can get her leveled up pretty considerably. It's just so hard to decide who I wanted to use. Like, honestly, Wise was a consideration for hitting the bench as well. But I feel like Wise is just too good to bench. I don't know. We'll send Sylvan this way. They'll need some help. These guys would probably appreciate the help of Saoirse with her swords and axes, which none of them really have. Of course, the res won't be doing Saoirse much good here. The res from the Talisman. But she will... I hope she'll make use of it. I don't know. I couldn't really decide. The Talisman is one of the harder stat boosters for me to use because, in many ways, it's like, it doesn't matter that much. I feel like in regular FE, it doesn't matter that much who gets the Talisman because the mages are either going to hit hard or they're not going to hit at all. That's how it feels anyway. This game is definitely different on that front, though. The mages in this game are quite scary pretty consistently. Maybe I should have used it to reinforce the res tank a little bit better, I'm not sure. Like, that's what I would usually do with Draco Shields. Unless a unit looks like they're going to cap defense, I will usually give my highest defense unit the Draco Shield to help their tanking ability a little bit more. But with Talisman, it's just so weird. It's so weird all the time. Okay, we do want to rescue the villages. I don't know if the spiders will attack the villages. They very well might, but it's not something I'm aware of if they do. Okay, Steel Sword. Looks like this was pretty clearly put in place for Grant to tank. Makes sense. And then Steel Lance and Steel Sword. Okay, so we'll do like this, and then hopefully that'll be okay. There's a strong temptation to use the Master Seal here. There certainly is. We could like look and see what their promotions are, but we're probably not going to use it right away. In fact, I don't think I'm going to use it on Virgil at all. I really do like him, but I don't think he's going to be able to earn his deployment spots after everything that's happened. And then we'll have Sylvan shoot this guy. Hopefully we can get his bow rank up and let him use steel bows at some points. Steel bows against whatever manner of flying enemies there are is going to be wild. Especially with his strength. Okay, so the mouth doogs are rather scary, I will say. Maybe I made a bit of a mistake by leaving her in range of 2. Although she shouldn't get doubled. She has a lot of speed. Yeah, she has as much speed as this, so it's fine. 18 damage and 15 damage. Like, at this point, it's not going to matter, so there's no point in dwelling on it. I'll just put him in support range and leave Parvati out of range. And then we'll take on what's going on over here. Archer. I assume that you're meant to use the light brand or some manner of equivalent here. Okay, that is effective. Does this... Okay, he won't kill. So the only way I'm getting rid of this guy on turn 1 is by using the Sonic Sword. Maybe this one? No, it's going to be the Sonic Sword. I'm glad I didn't send it back. I almost did. But yeah, it's good to have Leah back. She's a crazy sword unit. She's more or less Miles if he had just a little bit less strength and a little bit more speed. So maybe it'll be fine to, like, replace Miles. I hope so. It's a really difficult call because I really like Miles. I really, really like Miles. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. But it's just so hard to deploy everyone that I want to deploy. Can you double with Hellfire? Okay, you can. So we'll leave you here with Hellfire. We'll get that guy out of the way relatively quickly. Hopefully this is all good. Let's see how this enemy phase goes. I do notice there are some shops here and there. Oh, right, I want to turn on their animations, of course. we need to see those. We'll leave Catherine's off for now. It won't matter that much. She's just a healer. Although she does have the really pretty healer animations. I like them a lot. Anyway, now we'll see their animations. Perfect. But yeah, as I was saying, I do see some shops and I do see some armories. I look forward to seeing what may reside within those. Alright, let's see here. Hellfire, yeah, the classic. We'll actually be giving these tomes straight over to Parvati. So it's come to my attention that fire tomes don't have a special effectiveness like Wind do versus Pegasi and like Thunder do versus Wyverns. Fire is just generally stronger than the rest, and that's a pretty cool way of balancing it for sure. I don't know how I feel about that exactly, just because like you know, the other two feel a little bit stronger by comparison. They just have more utility. I get that that fire has more damage output, and that's nice for the units that have fire. But fire, I don't know. Oh, that's a pretty cool sound with it being on the bridge. You don't hear that too often. But yeah, it's Grant. Grant's back in the flesh. I'm so glad to see him again. That said, we're gonna have to do a pretty strong job of protecting villagers here. Okay, yes, he has a Slim Lance, so he'll be able to protect... Ooh, okay. Very, very interesting. We have a lot to take care of. We certainly do. There's a lot to, I think that one will be completely fine. He'll probably just take that monster out, and he'll be safe. But we have a lot that we need to accomplish, especially with all of the, monsters that are moving in on that leftmost dude. I want to try to save him as best I can. See, I really like this, though, because, oh my gosh, is he going to die? Is he just going to straight up die? I mean, it's fine if we let one die, but... Actually, it's not, because I want to save the villages. I really do. I want all of the villages. Are you just straight gonna... Oh. Wait, how would you even get up here in time? What? How are we going to get this? How would you obtain this item? That... I'm not sure about that, actually. How would you even get up there fast enough? You would have... Maybe if you sent, like, Joseph and rescued somebody, and then danced for them and flew over this, and then dropped right there. Maybe that would have worked? Huh. Interesting. I have a feeling as though something may go wrong with these green units, so we may have the opportunity to try this out. But I guess we'll see. I do suppose that we will see. Hopefully Grant and Virgil can hold the fort for us. I guess, it's not unreasonable to assume that these units will have more capabilities than... Ooh, that's actually really important. Not, I guess I wouldn't say importance, but a really, really helpful crit, so thank you for that, Virgil. But yeah, I guess it's fair to assume that these units would have more experience than, just any returning units, because they've been here with us since the start of the game. Okay, very nice. I do really want to see what's in this. Let's see, fire, light, yeah. Interesting. We do have a fair bit of gold. We might need to, break some of that out. Our weapons are getting a little bit weird, like, it's not that we don't have a lot of weapons, it's just that the weapons that we do have are ones that, like, I either really want to use them, or I really want to save some of them. I don't know. Okay, and then if we go there, we'll poke this guy with the light brand, and that way, either way, the monster attacks, he will fall to his doom at 2 range. At least, so I assume. He's probably going to attack Brett, because... Actually, no, Leah has pretty low defense, if I recall. Yeah. Oh, Brett is even lower. Okay, yeah, he's going to attack Brett then. Can we stand there safely? I believe we can, yeah. Very nice, very nice. This is just strange to me, because he's either going to die and lose us a village, or he's going to kill and lose us a silver axe. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's like, you're not intended to get this village in time. I'm not sure. It's in range. It's close enough that I feel like you probably meant to get it. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna want to kill the Tarvos for sure. Which we should be able to do with a killer bow. Yeah. May even crit and save a use? Okay, no, we're not, but that would have been nice. Oh, and I guess I got a little bit lucky sending my Cavaliers the other way. That was a halberd guy. Okay, so the Mouth Doog we'll try to kill with whoever we can, really. We might try to crit him with Parvati. I'll give that a shot. Come on, yeah, there we go. Very nice. I was just hoping for the damage, mainly. That way we could have killed him with somebody else. But the crit does most certainly help us. It's a very good crit to have. Joseph should be able to kill the spider. The spiders, I notice, tend to have less magical resistance and more defensive ability. Let's see, Saoirse, yeah. Maybe I should have given her better weaponry. I wonder if we're going to get a Hermern staff. I think the Floret is a fantastic choice for that. I will probably use it on the Florets. Okay, please crit. It would be nice. It's not necessary, but it would certainly be nice. Let's get this guy out of the way so that we can make sure that we kill that spider up top. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. If it hadn't crit, then I would have used Spoon or something to kill him. But that opens up more movement, more ability for our units. Let's see. Okay, we can leave him in support range, throw some javelins. And then we'll move Joseph in a way that he's closest to the village, so that he can rescue it on the next turn, assuming that the soldier doesn't die and loses the village. And then I kind of need both of these to hit. The lethal talent is a scary thing. Yeah, that animation is just really mesmerizing. The flapping wings, I don't know, it's cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then we're gonna have to save this villager, or not villager, but like watchman, pretty soon. Gonna try to kill this guy with him. Yeah, okay, that works out. That works out really nicely. Dodge would be nice because you took some damage. How are we gonna get over here to the left side fast enough, and what are we gonna do about the top? I would have really liked to have that Silver Axe up top, but I don't think we're gonna be able to manage. Okay, so if we throw a javelin from here, then we can not really do anything. Shoot. So, if I move here with Wanda, she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. It doesn't really matter, actually. She can already just move there. She has 7 movements. Can you kill this, though? That's kind of important. You can't, so we're gonna have to use you to do that. Well, she does this. Okay. Good thing I brought along the Axe Reaver. I feel like the Flame Lance probably would have done the job too, but the Axe Reaver generally makes my survivability chances a little bit better. You don't want to be taking a hit from a Steel Axe Tarvos. It's gonna hurt no matter what. Okay, and then... honestly, there was a strong argument for using the boots on Noelle. The one movement doesn't really... Like, putting the boots down to one movement is a strange choice in my mind, because, like, it's actually really, really impactful in terms of who you give the boots to. Giving the boots 2 movement more or less would have meant that I would have thrown him on Joseph or something. But one movement makes it so that I'm more incentivized to put it on the one use, or the one, the units that would have not 8 move, but 7 move. I don't know. I don't know why it's that way. Oh wow, you actually doubled. Did that guy have straight 0 speed? He must have. Because I think Grant only has 4. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, these guys hurt a little bit. I'm really, really hopeful that green unit doesn't die. I didn't check his survivability chances because I don't think it matters that much. He should have, like, below 50% chance of getting hits. That's what I assume anyway. Because otherwise he would straight die, like, more than half the time. But even so, it won't matter that much. He's either going to get hit or he's not going to get hit, one way or another. Good level up, 14 and 9. Doesn't really do much for us right now, of course, since you're getting benched. So, villages are destroyed when green units die. So as a result of that, if I save the villages before the green units die, do I just get the villages? I hope so. Okay, this should be okay. Yeah, you kill him. Okay, cool. I hope this green unit doesn't rush off and do something stupid. They have a tendency of doing that, the green units. Anyway, I wonder how this chapter's gonna play out. It's gonna be a 9-turn defend with another subject or another sub goal being save green units. Please don't just get killed. Is that gonna destroy village? Oh, that destroys those. Okay. And I would assume we get like a better reward based upon whether or not the green units survive. That would just make sense. So it's not the regular villages that get destroyed, it's the houses that get destroyed. Huh, interesting. Do I want to reset for that? Do I? I feel like that was moderately RNG, but I also feel like I could probably work around that. Okay, just this once I'm going to reset since it's so early on. I'm going to reset and I'll play back up to this point, so I'll be right back. Okay, we did get the silver axe this time. The play was definitely to be a lot more, like, pushy at the very start of the map. I had to make a lot of different moves. I'll start it back right here since we're not that far off from where we were before. I was using the speed up key, so that might have cut into it a little bit. Wanted to get back here a little bit faster, but even so, that was definitely the play. You definitely want to push a lot more at the front end of it. Now maybe I just got lucky. Maybe my units were just kind of happened to be capable of what they were doing. But pushing the way I did made things a lot easier. Like I found that Virgil was able to kill that monster with the 2 steel weapons right out the gates, and that was kind of huge for my purposes at least. Now I don't know whether or not that was intentional. I rather doubt it because it's kind of hard to balance where the player might be standing right now in terms of unit, in terms of how your units will perform. But I don't know. Maybe it was intended. I don't know. Now there's no way I'm gonna get that crit again, right? Surely not. It wouldn't happen again, would it? Would it? Please, 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 crit, please. It'd be so good. Dang. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully the green unit doesn't die. We did, by pushing so much harder at the start, we did end up getting the silver axe. I did send it back because I'm not going to use it on Sersha. But we did end up getting that. I do want to check out what's... Can you also visit these houses? No. Ooh, there are Thunder Tomes proper now. We can get some of those. I guess that would be just in case you had the other young lady mage. Joseph kills this guy for free. That green unit up top is safe. It looks like all of the green units are safe now, except for the one down there with Virgil and Rance. But I don't think he'll die immediately. I don't think. He shouldn't. I really hope not. We'll have to take a look and see. He has a javelin, so he's going to be way down. Actually, not significantly, because they have 20 con. He'll not be way down at all. 11 speed. He'll actually double that one. And perhaps double this one. Yeah, he'll double that one too. Very nice indeed. This is a good green unit, all things considered. He's stronger than Eamon, and that's something, I guess. Now let's see. We do want to make sure that we kill this monster, or at least block it off from attacking Brett. And if we do that, actually, what we could do. Wait, was that enough damage to kill? That might have been. Okay, that's fine. Actually, we'll just do that then. Oh, actually, never mind. We'll have to attack from this range, which is fine. It doesn't really matter that much. So in this case, we're fine. Well, that hurts a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. I actually don't know if it will be. I'll probably have to heal up Leah. It's fine to put Catherine in range. She won't die in one hit. But, 20 damage minus her 4 defense. So she would actually live. She would actually just be fine. Maybe I'll attack, or maybe I'll heal Brett instead, because if he misses, then he dies. Actually, he won't miss, so I don't know if it actually matters that much. We'll just go with this. We'll heal up Brett. Obviously, Catherine's animations are still off, but even so, we'll use her to heal. Can we bait this guy out? Actually, we could theoretically. Don't think there's anything wrong with that, so long as the ranges don't overlap. So, yeah, there we go. Some good uses of fire tomes and whatnots. I'm really glad to have gotten the fire tomes, frankly. They'll be put to great use on Parvati. Our classic Parvati mage. We'll also pick up some Thunder Tomes for her, no doubt about it. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, my army composition is a little bit different this time. I moved people in different positions. We could just leave that guy there. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Now, is this a longbow? It might be. It has to be. Yeah, it's a longbow. So, we would prefer to kill him. It won't be necessary exactly, but it would be preferred. I mean, I guess we could do that with anybody, really. Rather kind of get up here and chip some stuff down. Like, the longbow's not really going to matter that much in the grand scheme of things. You can use steel axe to kill this guy for sure. Actually, iron axe might work, yeah. Perfect. Perfect hit rate. Works for me. And then we'll see what's in that village up top. Like I said, we should have all of the green units safe. I don't see any reason for them to die. There should be no way for them to die that I know of. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm overlooking. We'll go here. I know that there are reinforcements from the little ruins, which is kind of cool, to be honest. It's a good way of, like, implementing everything. I still like how the story has handled the monsters so far. Feels very well done. Okay, light tome. Light magic. Good old light magic. I think we still have a divine tome back in the convoy that we haven't had the chance to use. That we probably won't have the chance to use for a hot minute. Anyway, we'll let Sylvan take that guy out. We'll attack this guy with Wise. If he misses, then it's a shame, but it's not gonna kill him. Because longbow and poison bow. Well, longbow while good would not kill him in one hit, and he has enough speed to not get doubled. Now, let's see, who else is left to move? Okay, this squad. That makes sense. That does indeed make sense. Can the Flame Lance kill? The Flame Lance can indeed kill, and we do have both healing and a dancer, so if anything goes wrong, which hopefully it doesn't. Okay, cool. Everything went exactly perfectly. I like this outcome. Okay, Steel Lance, Steel Sword. Well, we want the Duke dead. But that is easier said than done for sure. Okay, no, it's said and then done, because that's how Winifred works. We can dance for her and kill somebody else. Probably the Steel Lance one. Not as though it matters in any particular way, but leaving the sword one alive would be the preferred option. As a result of having 2 lance users on the front end. Although, either way, Winifred's getting attacked, so... Well, not either way, actually. We would have to block off if we didn't want the dancer to be attacked. But it won't matter, because she'll survive 1 hit from either. So in that case, we're just gonna advance forward. Actually, we still can block off the way that I want to, now that I've done it like this. Another crits. 1 and done, that's all that Winifred is. She gets the kills, right when we need them. Let's see, I will touch on the question of the day real fast, though. It's slightly unrelated to the topic at hand right now, but if you were designing a Fire Emblem protagonist, would you make them a noble, or a mercenary, or something else? It's always an interesting question to me, because, I see a lot of Fire Emblem lords, Fire Emblem lords more or less go to the extremes of you're either a mercenary or a noble. Nothing wrong with that, of course. It's not hard to write a compelling storyline around either of those roles, but they're the more standard ones, and I would be interested in finding out if you have a particular, like, 3rd option, I don't know, 4th option, whatever option you may have. A mercenary lord, I don't know, a lord who becomes a mercenary, I don't know, something like that, some workaround. Myself, I don't know. I don't have the answer to this question. I don't know where my own protagonist stands right now in terms of mercenary versus noble. It's actually somewhat of a mixture in some ways. Ouch. Yeah, as I expected, he doubles, and he's gonna kill this one. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, as I was saying, that my lord and my hack is somewhat of a mixture, mostly because he's not a noble by birth. He's a noble as a result of more or less political standing. He came into the role as a result of, you know, being a hero and saving some stuff, and as such he was allocated land to rule over. Nothing through birth. Oh, okay. A nice crit there. Interesting. And then a dodge. Kind of a crazy green unit here. But, you know, we take those. We certainly do. But yeah, it's a very interesting topic to me, because designing a lord in Fire Emblem is one of the most integral things to your story. It really shapes how everything goes. As I was saying, mine's a noble as a result of deed, or some equivalent. And then a mercenary in the sense that he takes jobs to earn the money to, I don't know, do whatever he wants, really. Of course, you know, tariff and whatnot is a thing, but It's being developed still, so maybe I'll leave it there. I'm very interested in hearing how you might design yours, though, because it's just a fascinating topic to me. Most things are fascinating to me when it comes to Fire Emblem design. We're in significant danger here, aren't we? Well then, that's kind of bad. Like, we could kill this one. There's a non-zero chance she just dodges. But this guy, we would have to kill this guy with Brett. I don't think there's any alternative. And then heal with Catherine. Shoot, that's kind of actually really bad. We'll do this. I think this is our only option. This has to hit too. I hope we're not dead. Question mark. We might need to hurry along and get somebody over here. Maybe Joseph can move still. He can reach with the Force Steady. I think we're gonna do this, because otherwise I don't feel safe in any capacity. Is Brett out of range from being attacked by the archer? Because if he is, then we can leave him alone. Thank goodness for 3 ranged helms, right? Force Steady came in super handy here. That would have been a good argument for boots on... Oh, actually, that's really bad still. But you still can't attack Brett, so we have to heal Brett. So 30, 40... You have exactly... You die in 1 hit, exactly. There's no saving you now. You have a wind affinity, and your partners, neither one are nearby. Shoot, you die exactly. That's not good. That's not good at all. That was my only way out, and my way out is more or less guaranteed death. Now, obviously, a miss could take place, and that would be ideal. And a steel bow is probably going to do enough damage to kill Leah, too. That was 20 damage, right? It's fine. She's going to survive. She'll be okay. But we do have to heal Brett no matter what. I'm going to use the recover staff just to be on the safe side. I think the heal staff would have sufficed there, but I went ahead and used what I had to use, or what I felt like using. Shoot. Okay, so what's your hit rate like, and what's your avoid rate like? 48. So you'll be facing, what, like 41, which is less than a coin flip by a long shot, actually, given how this system works. Maybe we'll be fine. I feel like it's not improbable for him to dodge. That was a bad play on my end, for sure, but everything about that was kind of an iffy scenario. I had to get out of this somehow. Sersha, we can go ahead and make our movements up this way some more. We could... Let's see, I think there's a Mogul back here, so what we'll do is leave Parvati to take care of that for Light Tome. I do want to get the Drain... Or is it Drain Rune, or is it Bright Rune that's up here? One or the other, for sure. Okay, we'll kill this guy, hopefully, yeah. If not, then we could have just left him there. Like, it's not that big of a deal. As long as we get that spider gone eventually, it's fine. Sylvan can shoot this guy, and then as a result, Sersha will be able to kill. And then that guy's no issue anymore. I like how this map's playing out. I will say that one spot over there is a little bit iffy. We had to push super, super hard to get our units in order. And that's one way of doing it for sure. I don't know, it's weird to me just because, like, there's no way of guaranteeing how strong your units are going to be on the left side, and I felt like mine were reasonably good for all things considered. I'm gonna go this way with Boone. Maybe he'll have another purpose next turn. Let's see, we could probably rescue forward the Dancer, and that would be fine. We'll drop with Virgil, and then move in a way that protects her still. Not as though that guy would reach anyway. Anyway, I do actually want to see what he can become. I'm not going to use this right now. General, Knight of Great Skill, equips swords, lances, and axes, and has Great Shield. Halberdier, expert lancers with high attack and defenses. Huh, that is actually a really cool way of splitting that. Interesting, interesting indeed. I'm not going to promote him right now, but I think Halberdier would be how I play that, because Halberdier would mean 6 move on grants, and he would be able to make stronger use of his defenses that way. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool way of splitting it. I had never considered throwing Halberdier as the alternate for knights. I guess it makes sense. They both use lances straight up. Okay, cool. Parvati won't kill this guy, but it's no big. In fact, we can just continue moving along with Parvati and baiting this guy out, because it won't matter at all. I guess we'll have to see how that goes, though. We don't want the reinforcements to fly over that wall and attack that green unit. That's the only way that he's really in danger. Okay, please just dodge. Please, please. Okay, good. Good, very good. It was only, yeah, as I said, it was well below 50. We're using a lot of the Force Eddy. That's 3 uses of it gone. But I mean, what are weapons if not to be used? Okay, a lot of Moguls down there, but that's fine for Parvati. Parvati doesn't really care that much. Actually, she cares considerably. Get out of there, Parvati. I'm really scared for you now. You have the same defenses. So I might swap over to a better tome. Maybe the Drain Rune? How does the Drain Rune actually do? Is she fine to just Nosferatu tank here for a little while? Nope, she dies exactly. Well, she wouldn't die exactly in the forest, actually. So in theory, that's actually fine. Especially if we kill this guy. That's 1 Drain Rune, 2 on this one. Nah, we're just gonna get out of there. We'll go to right here. Actually, we'll go a little bit more up, just to guarantee that we get the tome that I'm after. Yeah, the Bright Rune. That's gonna be kind of huge for us, for our purposes here. We also want to get her over here to get a Fire Rune. It'll take some time, but we can get there. Okay, so Sylvan should be able to kill this one. Perfect damage. Perfect damage indeed. Sylvan the Beast. We can move Saoirse in range of that other one. I feel like I'm going to try to move Sylvan back and then Saoirse forward, and that's how I'm going to go with this. Because Leah's side clearly needs some help. Very clearly. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully this is fine. I don't see any reason for it to not be fine. Of course, I would like a little bit of healing on her. 21 damage. That's okay still. She's not getting doubled by that. Combination of units here can kill this one, surely. Actually, he can probably just kill by himself. Because Elfire is actually kind of good, and Brett's actually kind of good. The enemies having the stronger equipment here, specifically blade-type weapons, means they're going to be doubled a lot easier. That's a very good design choice in my mind. But it's also going to deal a lot of damage if you get hit, of course. So if you're incapable of dishing out the damage necessary, it could get kind of bad for you. Okay, this is fine. I'll just go ahead and heal up Leah. It's very nice having Catherine on this side to heal us up, that's for sure. I'm going to send Virgil and try to grab that village over there. Maybe we can dance. Wow, that's a great level up. I'm going to just give her the Master Seal as soon as I can. I'm going to go up this way and try to get that to her next turn. I have abandoned my plans to do what I was going to do with Virgil. I just want that thing up there with her. I want to promote her right now and have a really good, another good healer. We might be able to get it to her. Well, yeah, we'll get it to her next turn for sure. That'll be the plan. However, we can also, that's not quite gonna work out the way I wanted unless she can crank out the damage. Okay, works out. As long as he hits, of course. That's a kind of big portion of that. And then I think it should be okay. Yeah, because the boots, they were a good decision. They were a fantastic decision. The boots on Wanda are the play. Most certainly. That just feels nice. I was rewarded immediately. Well, close to immediately for doing exactly what I wanted to do. That's very nice. I usually use my boots on, like, Wyverns or Cavaliers, whichever one I feel like is my most, you know, whether it be sturdy and high attack or just high attack unit. I usually use the boots on them because I can get places farther and do more things. We'll probably send Wanda to grab the village. What we could do is we could still send Virgil to do that and just hand... Oh wait, yeah, Grant has the Master Seal actually, so... Might be a little bit longer than I anticipated. Or we could just do it like this. She can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so right here. Leah can throw... I bet they have a talk conversation. Yeah, they do. Talk conversations don't end turns, so we'll go ahead and pop that. Very interested in seeing what will take place between them when it comes to talking. Now, however, this episode is getting rather long. Maybe we should save that for the next episode, so there's a nice little reason for you to come back and watch the next one, huh? Let's see, who else left to move? Just 3 units. I think, let's see, will you die to this if I grab this village? I'll give you a little treat right now by grabbing this village, but you have to come back next episode to see this village and this talk conversation. That's how we'll do it. Because I don't want the episodes to be too long, of course. Actually, are we okay to do that? Because I want to make sure that Parvati doesn't die. Okay, yeah, that's safe. So we'll grab this village, and then we'll end off the episode. First Celeste overtakes our capital, and now this. It's not fair that Amatona has to endure another turmoil. I blame those ruffians up in Celeste. They don't know the meaning of true suffering. Now, get out there and do your job. What? You're expecting something as payments? It seems even mercenaries don't have dignity these days. Fine, take this trash. That's not trash. That's not trash. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really appreciative of your trash. One man's trash is another man's treasure, as they say. But yeah, that'll be the end for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you had fun. I had a lot of fun with this episode so far. Look forward to the next episode coming out tomorrow. And until next time, I will see you later.